In the unforgiving skies over South Asia, a force was born out of necessity, the Pakistan Air Force, aka PAF. This is a story of courage, innovation, and the relentless determination of a small nation. The PAF's reputation was forged in conflict. It was never inherited. From its inception in 1947, the PAF had to fight for survival, facing adversaries with greater numbers and greater resources. Its motto literally means, the pride of the falcon, who captures its spirit and everything that comes with it. It's precise, it's swift, and it's lethal. At partition in 1947, Pakistan inherited only a handful of outdated aircrafts and a small number of dedicated personnel. Defending a new nation's vast borders seemed impossible. Yet, from these humble beginnings, a formidable fighting force emerged. In 1947, the PAF was the ultimate underdog in its first major conflict, just a few dozen pilots and World War I planes, and was facing a much larger neighbor. Every flight, every drill, was a step toward building a credible deterrent. Efficiency, skill, and tactical brilliance became their doctrine. They could not afford to waste a single pilot or aircraft. This is not just a history of machines, but of people, men and women in green, pledging to defend their nation's skies. Their journey is one of relentless training and unwavering discipline. The PAF's legacy is built on the shoulders of these individuals. They are the sentinels of the skies, guardians of the frontier. Against all odds, they have faced danger and emerged victorious. This is their story, how a small nation became one of the world's most respected and battle-hardened air forces. The legend of the PAF begins right here. Back in 1965 was Pakistan Air Force's first great test. A war with India thrust the PAF into a desperate struggle, outnumbered and outgunned. The Indian Air Force was 5 times larger, but the Pakistan Air Force relied on superior training, tactics, and raw courage. Knowing a war of attrition would be disastrous, the PAF struck first daring raids on Indian air bases like Pathankot and Hawara, crippled the IAF's forward capacity. PAF pilots flying F-86 Sabres outmaneuvered the IAF's Hawker Hunters and fallen Gnats in dogfights over Punjab. They claimed over 100 enemy aircraft for the loss of just 19. Figures debated, but the psychological victory was real. The 1971 war was even tougher, fought on 2 fronts, with the PAF isolated in the east and outnumbered in the west. Despite the secession of East Pakistan, PAF pilots flew head-to-head defending their airspace with unmatched bravery. The lessons were harsh. The need for self-reliance and strategic depth became clear. These wars cemented the PAF's reputation for skill and audacity. They proved that quality, not quantity, would define the PAF's future. The crucible of conflict shaped the force for decades to come. Few names shine brighter in aerial combat than squadron leader Alam. In the 1965 war, Alam became the embodiment of the PAF's fighting spirit. On September 7th, over Punjab, Alam led a flight of sabres against a formation of Indian Hawker Hunters. In a single, breathtaking dogfight, he struck 5 enemy kills, and 4 in just 33 seconds. This called him an ace in a day, a rare feat in combat military aviation world. Alam's marksmanship and instincts were legendary, a perfect fusion of a man and a machine mix. His achievements sent shockwaves through both the air forces on both sides, inspiring a generation of pilots. While the exact number of kills is debated, his status as the PAF's top ace is no doubt undisputed. Alam became a national hero, a pride, a symbol of what skill and willpower can achieve in the skies. His story is a reminder, in aerial combat, it's the pilot himself that matters the most. The legend of Alam lives on to this day. For decades, the PAF depended on foreign-built aircraft, a vulnerability exposed by shifting geopolitics and sanctions. True sovereignty required technological independence. The answer, the JF-17 Thunder, a joint venture with China's Chengdu Aircraft Corporation. Designed for the PAF's needs, the JF-17 is affordable, adaptable, and free from political strings. It's a versatile, multi-role fighter, capable of air-to-air ground attack and maritime missions. The latest Block 3 variant features advanced radar helmet-mounted displays and long-range missiles, rivaling much pricier Western jets. Most importantly, Pakistan controls the production line, building and upgrading as needed without foreign approval. The JF-17 has fundamentally shifted the region's strategic balance. The PAF is no longer reliant on outside powers to maintain its edge. The Thunder is more than a jet. It's a symbol of Pakistan's control over its own destiny. The future of the PAF is now in its own hands. February 27, 2019. PAF conducted a furious response in retaliation to the Indian Air Force IAF airstrike in Balakot and launched a calculated AMD-restrained counterattack. Pakistani jets, including the JF-17, crossed the line of control, locking onto targets but releasing weapons in open spaces, a clear message. We can reach you, but we choose restraint for now. As they turned back, the Indian fighters intercepted them. In this ensuing dogfight, a PAF jet, widely believed to be a JF-17, shot down an Indian MiG-21 Bison in a head-to-head dogfight. The Indian pilot, Wing Commander Abhinandan, ejected and was captured, and later returned as a gesture of peace. The event was a tactical and public relations victory for Pakistan, shattering the myth of Indian air dominance. Operation Swift showcased PAF's command, discipline, experience, and technological superiority in the skies. It proved the PAF is no country to force to mess with, putting it mildly. The world took notice. The PAF was a force to be reckoned with. When it comes to air dominance, this operation redefined art of war in South Asia. The JF-17's combat debut was a turning point. The PAF's message was clear: its skies are not to be messed with, otherwise face some dire consequences. The making of a PAF pilot is a journey of relentless challenge. At the PAF Academy in Rizalpur, cadets are pushed to their physical and mental limits. Only a select few make it through the rigorous selection process. Training is relentless, starting with basic trainers, moving to advanced jets, and hundreds of hours in simulators. Old-school dogfighting remains at the core, though, honing instincts in high-G, high-speed turning fights. Pilots endure crushing G-forces, mastering breathing and muscle techniques to stay conscious in combat. These pilots are forged in war-era training, where every drill prepares them for the skies of real combat. The PAF's commitment to excellence is proven in international skies, where its pilots often outperform those flying more advanced jets. PAF don't really play by the books, they're battle-ready warriors of the sky. Exposure to global doctrines keeps the PAF at the cutting edge. Every PAF pilot is forged to be a warrior, ready for any challenge. Pakistan's geography demands a unique air defense strategy. No room to trade space for time. The PAF's doctrine is built on rapid response and offensive defense. A layered network of ground-based radars integrated into a centralized command system provides real-time coverage of the nation's airspace. Quick reaction alert pilots are always ready airborne within minutes of a threat. Airborne early warning and control aircraft patrol the borders, directing fighters and providing a tactical edge. Pilots are trained for high-altitude operations in the mountains and low-level flight through valleys to evade detection. The demanding environment produces some of the world's most skilled aviators. The air defense system is resilient, redundant, and highly effective. Technology infrastructure and elite personnel work in seamless harmony. The PAF's strategy ensures that Pakistan's skies remain secure. Every second counts, and the PAF is always ready. The nation's airspace is inviolable. The PAF's influence now extends far beyond Pakistan's borders. Its battle-proven tactics and pragmatic approach have earned global respect. The JF-17 Thunder's export success is proof. Nations like Nigeria and Myanmar have inducted it, drawn by its capabilities and independence from political strings. The PAF's Air War College attracts officers worldwide, eager to learn its lessons in pilot quality and aggressive tactics. PAF instructors help build air forces across Asia, Africa, and South America. Operation Swift Retort became a global case study in modern aerial warfare. Analysts noted the PAF's superior command, use of BVR missiles, and information warfare. The PAF has shown that a smaller, well-trained force can deter and defeat larger adversaries. Its doctrine is now a model for others. The PAF is a global standard setter in air power. What truly sets the PAF apart isn't fleet size or budget. It's willpower. In 1965, PAF turned the skies into a graveyard for enemy jets. In 2019, a calculated strike, a jet downed, a pilot captured. The world watched in awe. In 2025, precision, timing, and unmatched courage, PAF once again wrote its name in fire across the skies. Born from existential struggle, the PAF's spirit is fierce and unyielding. Pilots are driven by a belief that failure is not an option. This determination fuels relentless training and unmatched aggression in combat. The PAF's training philosophy produces warriors, tactically astute, technically proficient, and always ready. The human factor, exemplified by Alam and the pilots of Operation Swift Retort, tips the balance. The PAF has weathered sanctions, turmoil, and constant threats, learning to innovate and adapt. The JF-17 Thunder is the ultimate symbol of this resilience. Tested by fire, the PAF has emerged stronger and more capable. It may not be the biggest, but its blend of willpower, skill, and resilience makes it one of the world's most formidable air forces. Ask yourself, is there any other air force that has dominated 3 different eras of aerial warfare with such confidence, strategy, and steel nerves? The Pakistan Air Force isn't just a force, it's a legacy in motion. This is Neski's War Room, open 24/7, working on unique insights and keeping y'all updated. Remember, peace, haha, is not more.